All right, guys, look what I just got. Got this cool TMG A17 laser defender. We're going to install this today. So I have a few things to help get that done. And we're going to see how it performs. I got a couple long trips coming up, so I definitely want to get this installed before I take those long trips because extra protection will be nice. So, all right, let's check what's inside this bad boy. All right, let's see. We got the extension cable. Got one of the heads here. Nice. Another head. This is a two-head system, so just to cover the front, all the power cables and stuff. Let's see, maybe there's a hardwire one in there, and then there's a cigarette lighter one. So cool. That will probably just use a cigarette lighter one for now, and then I'll do the hardwire later. Got a couple brackets here, more brackets, and the CPU itself. Very cool. All the connections for all the power and the heads and all that. So awesome. So we're gonna get this installed today, see how it works. And yeah, like I said, we have some long trips coming up. So my install's on a Audi here, as you can see. We're gonna put the brackets right here. I'm gonna at least try this for now. I don't know how this is gonna work, but we're gonna mount it like that. They're gonna stick out. And maybe later I'll Dremel some of this or cut into the grill. It's not really a good way to mount these things, so mount it like that and see how it works. The trickiest part of this whole thing is drilling the hole. So I think I got where I want it. I see the little dots. There's a thing on the back of this that I'm gonna drill through. I think that'll provide a good base for it, and then hopefully I can get it to lay flat. With I have some spacers, so we'll get it so it's even this way, and then we have the adjustment on the bracket for up and down. So hopefully with both of those I'll be able to get it in the correct orientation. So I'm just test fitting it here, but it does stick out quite a bit, but it's black on black, so we'll adjust it up and down. I do have some spacers. I should probably, we'll see how we end up here. All right, so got them just temporarily mounted here, just kind of get an idea of what they look like. And I have a straight edge here that if I center on here so it's even, both sides. It's pretty darn close to straight as far as, you know, this way. So I think a little more fiddling and it'll be good. I bent some of the brackets just because of the way it is. I might have to do a little minor dremeling, but I'm pretty happy with how it is. So we're gonna get the wiring connected up here and fed through the firewall, and we'll just continue with the installation. One of the hardest parts is getting this fish through the firewall. I do already have a place where it's going to go through, and it's just getting a fish through is the challenge. And make sure when you do it, you have a drip loop. When it feeds through, there's a drip loop, so water won't come through the firewall. Zip ties and fish tape are your friends. I can't do it without that, man. I got through the firewall. A little bit more difficult than I thought it would be, but not too bad. I'm going to leave a little excess cable on this side, and I'll have some excess cable on the other side, so I'm just going to tidy things up here. Yeah, I found this interesting. I was looking at this, and you know, here's a cigarette lighter power cord with a regular coaxial jack. This is a hardwire one. There's a different connector on it. I was looking at this and I was like, well, how's that work? Power. And there's also power. So I guess you can feed it both ways, either with the cigarette jack there or the hardwire one there. So we're going to do the hardwire one because I ended up having to take some panels off to get it done. So what we're going to have to do is solder. I'm going to solder a little spade connector on this one so I can plug it into the fuse box. If you're using a hardwire connector, make sure that you hook it up correctly. So you can see the fuse here, dashed line, one with the white dash on the cable, the cord, that is positive. So make sure this goes to positive, and then the plain black one goes to negative. I don't know what would happen if you hooked up backwards, but it probably wouldn't work, and it would probably not be good. So make sure you get that correct. That the one with the dashed white line is the positive connection. Now, I usually try to avoid doing this, but I couldn't find a switched empty fuse location, so I'm just going to piggyback it off of this one, which it's a big enough wire. If I have an issue and I need more power, I'll just put a little bit bigger fuse in. I think this is a little 3 amp that's in there. So we're gonna put positive, positive, negative. It will come off this one, and we got another one of these. So we'll snap that on there. Yeah, there we go. to make it nice and easy. You know, I don't anticipate any problems, but this will be our power cord for the unit. We'll put a little zip tie around this, which I'm gonna get those. Another thing I don't know where I'd be used without Velcro with sticky back. This stuff is fantastic. So the idea is I'm gonna put some on the back of this so we can just stick it to the back of that. And let's see, let's do about this much. I'll say if you're doing this, wipe this area down with alcohol, because you may have some residue on there that won't let it stick, so make sure it's nice and clean. Let it dry first. Then we'll plug in power. Only goes in one way. And I think the dip switch on one needs to go down. Not sure on that. Now all that's left to do is tidy this stuff up. Just need to connect these on. Instruction manual says there's arrows on this thing, but there's not, so you just have to look to where the holes are and the pins are and line it up. We've got plenty of cable, so there's no markings on it. There we go. I mean, I guess if you're worried about water getting in here, you could also put some heat shrink in here and seal it up. I think for now we're just going to do that, and we will zip tie all this stuff down somewhere, probably to this bracket. Alright, all we have left to do is kind of tighten these down a little bit. And I have some spacers to put in, so I may put in some spacers so we're not going to deform the brackets. So I may do that. So I'm going to put some spacers in here. hopefully prevent it from getting crushed. So this is what they look like. About 1.5 inches of spacers. So when they're done, yeah, can't really see that in there, but oh, there we go. See in there. Give me enough tension where it's not going to move anywhere. I got to get the things on the side down there, but that's the idea. Okay, so apparently if you just have two heads in the front, they're supposed to be plugged into TP3, which is right there, not TP1. Which, you know, doesn't make a lot of sense, but I gotta try to get this unplugged. This is a pain. Yeah, so if you ever plug this in, getting it out is not the easiest thing. Oh, jeez. And then on the dip switches, both are supposed to be up. So. Oh, there we go. TP3. And there we go, TP3. Jeez. Man. Now that you've finished your install, you'll be able to turn it on.
System on.
And you'll have to pair it to your device. I have my device here. And TMG Defender. You'll have to download probably the ALGO files and then upload it to it, but you'll have to connect first. So I'll have to actually let me cancel that. It's not going to go anywhere. Connect and come up to your device. You'll know that it's connected when you see the blue light on there. And this is what you'll do, but you'll have to push a button on there to actually have it receive. But you need to do that first. You need to be able to connect it, get the blue light before it will actually function. So, also the other thing, you want to make sure that the heads are connected to the TP3 connector. Those are the front sensors. And it should be good to go. You want to pair it with JBV1. That's how I run it. That's how I prefer it. Everything's integrated with my Valentine and everything, so it logs everything. It's really convenient that way.